Welcome to today's training on WIOA Title I Adult and Dislocated Worker Eligibility Determination and Data Entry in the Pennsylvania Commonwealth Workforce Development System, CWDS. This session is designed to ensure that all staff have a shared understanding of who is eligible for WIOA Title I services, how eligibility is properly documented, and how that eligibility is accurately reflected in CWDS. Eligibility determination is more than a compliance requirement. It is the foundation of effective workforce service delivery. The decisions we make at intake directly impact participant access to career services, training, supportive services, and performance outcomes for SCPa works. Accurate and timely CWDS data entry ensures that participants are correctly enrolled, services are allowable, funding streams are protected, and monitoring findings are avoided. Throughout this training, we will walk step by step through adult and dislocated worker eligibility criteria, required documentation, priority of service considerations, and the exact CWDS fields and screens used to record eligibility. We will also highlight common data entry errors identified through monitoring and best practices to ensure records are complete, consistent, and defensible. By the end of this session, you should feel confident in your ability to determine eligibility, enter data correctly in CWDS, and understand how your role supports both participant success and regional compliance. Before services can be added, a participant must be determined eligible. Staff enter a wide variety of information in CWDS after a participant registers and then attempts to qualify a participant for one or more programs. CWDS will grant eligibility based on the participant's information. Let's take a look at the qualifications for the two programs and the types of services provided. For the WIOA Adult Program, individuals are determined to need intensive case management to obtain employment. Important considerations include general eligibility for WIOA Adult, age 18 or older, U.S. citizen or eligible to work, selective service, if applicable, provides priority of service to veterans, low-income adults, basic skills deficient individuals, or English language learners. Local Workforce Development Boards, LWDBs, also have some discretion to add additional priority populations. Veterans and eligible spouses who meet the statutorily specified definitions of an individual with a significant barrier to employment may also receive a dedicated case manager known as a Disabled Veterans Outreach Program DVOP specialist. Dislocated workers include individuals who were laid off or have received notice of termination from employment, are self-employed but unemployed due to general economic conditions, are an armed forces spouse on active duty who is unemployed due to relocation for permanent duty reassignment, are displaced homemakers. General eligibility for WIOA dislocated worker. Age, 18 or older, U.S. citizen or eligible to work, selective service if applicable. The Help tab in CWDS is an embedded self-service resource designed to support users as they navigate the system and complete data entry tasks. Users should access the Help tab when they need clarification on how a CWDS screen functions, what information is required in a specific field, or how to complete a process step correctly. The Help tab includes field-level explanations, screen descriptions, and step-by-step instructions that align with statewide CWDS configuration. The Help tab is especially useful during eligibility determination, enrollment, service entry, and outcome reporting, as it explains required fields, allowable selections, and how information flows across modules. Using the Help tab before entering data helps to prevent errors, incomplete records, and rework. Consistent use of the Help tab supports accurate data entry, stronger case records, and compliance during monitoring reviews. Staff are encouraged to make the Help tab their first point of reference when questions arise about CWDS functionality. Workforce development staff are required to access the training materials and desk guides available to users in the CWDS Help Center by clicking on the Help tab on the CWDS 2.0 homepage, located in the upper right corner of the screen. The desk guide referenced throughout this training can be accessed by clicking on the How-Tos tab on the left side of the Help Center opening screen. Next, users can scroll to the Manuals header. Click on the Manuals header and scroll down to find the WIOA Adult Application link. Grant subrecipients vary in the populations that are served throughout the South Central PA region. Under the Manuals tab, users will find that all target populations are represented, to include WIOA Adult, WIOA Dislocated Worker, and WIOA Out-of-School Youth. The Manuals tab also offers the WIOA Title I Application and Registration Desk Guide for grant subrecipient staff to reference. The WIOA Adult Application Desk Guide was utilized for the purpose of this training. Links to all of the WIOA Application Desk Guides are accessible in the CWDS Help Center, as well as in the YouTube comment section of this training video. This training video provides a high-level overview of screen-to-screen data entry processes in CWDS for WIOA eligibility and program enrollment. The WIOA Application Desk Guides available in the CWDS Help Center provide a detailed step-by-step approach to completing a WIOA application in CWDS. Users are required to access the CWDS WIOA Application Desk Guides for review and day-to-day desk reference to ensure program and service eligibility accuracy, data entry accuracy, and general program knowledge. Under the Workforce Innovation and Opportunity Act, WIOA, all individuals who receive WIOA-funded services in Pennsylvania are required to be registered with PA CareerLink. In Pennsylvania, PA CareerLink registration is the entry point into the WIOA system. Individuals must complete registration, either in person or virtually, before they can be enrolled in WIOA Title I Adult, Dislocated Worker, or Youth programs, and before receiving staff-assisted or individualized career and training services. Registration establishes the participant's official connection to the workforce system and enables access to both self-service and staff-assisted resources. Registration with PA CareerLink allows participant information to be captured and maintained in the Commonwealth Workforce Development System, CWDS, Pennsylvania System of Record for WIOA services and outcomes. This ensures that participant eligibility, services, co-enrollments, and performance outcomes are properly documented and reported in compliance with federal and state requirements. Without PA CareerLink registration, WIOA participants cannot be fully enrolled or tracked for performance accountability purposes. The requirement also supports integrated service delivery by enabling coordination among WIOA core partners, including Adult Education Title II. This requirement ensures consistent access to workforce services, accurate data reporting, and coordinated service delivery across WIOA core and partner programs. To access the CWDS Foundational System Training, PA CareerLink customer registration, please visit the SCPa Works YouTube channel at youtube.com/SCPa Works. From the Quick Links navigation pane, select Participant Search. The following illustrates the end-to-end sequence of steps that Title I staff take in CWDS to complete an applicant's WIOA Title I application to become a participant. The staff works alongside participant during this process. Also, this process assumes that the participant has already created a PA CareerLink profile or base record. In CWDS 2.0, find the participant by selecting Participant Search on the left menu, and then typing in Name, SSN, PID, Phone, Email, or Other in the top search box and select the search icon. Note: if a participant does not exist, select Add Participant on the participant search screen and follow the steps to add a new one. From the participant search results, select the participant record. The participant summary screen launches, showing all cases for the participant. To look through the cases, select View All. Ensure the participant does not have an eligible or participating case for the program you intended to enroll them in. The View Participant Case List in CWDS Legacy populates. Select Add Application 2.0 button. For editing a WIOA Title I application, select the Edit Application 2.0 button to edit the application in CWDS 2.0. Select View Application 2.0 button to view the application in CWDS 2.0. On the left navigation bar, under Participant, select Personal Information. The Edit Personal Information screen displays. Have the participant scroll to the Civil Rights Statement. Under I have read and understood the Civil Rights Statement, they should select Yes and then select Save. The Case Information screen populates. Enter the application date and select Programs for Eligibility Determination on the application. Select the Create Application button. The application homepage provides the sections of the application that must be completed to determine Title I eligibility. Locate the Personal Information section and select the Start button. The number of sections of a Title I application will vary by program. For example, the Education Information section will only appear when determining youth program eligibility for OSY 16 to 24 on an application. Also, the Verification, Certification, and Eligibility Determination page is not available until all sections of the application above it are completed on the screen. Complete the required fields on the Personal Information section of the WIOA Title I application. Select the Save and Continue button to continue to next screen, or select the Save as Draft button to save personal information. Note, the Personal Information section contains the WIOA general eligibility information, such as Social Security number, date of birth, age, citizenship status, eligible to work, and selective service, as applicable. An SS exclusion reason field will appear if the applicant was excluded from selective service registration. Employment information fields will display per the selection for employment status and dislocation status when applicable. For example, if the employment status is not employed, no work history, then no other fields will display. The dislocation status field will only appear when determining dislocated worker eligibility for the dislocated worker. Tooltips provided for long-term unemployed, individuals who have been unemployed for 27 or more consecutive weeks, and date of qualifying dislocation. Complete the required fields on the Employment Information screen. Select the Save and Continue button to continue. Here, the Low Income Information screen launches. LLSIL/poverty level determination will be done in real time after family size and total annual family income have been entered on Low Income Information screen. Complete the required fields on the Low Income Information screen. Select the Save and Continue button to continue to next screen. Next, the Military Information screen launches. If the applicant is not a veteran, then only the veteran, transitioning service member, and spouse of veteran fields will appear and be required. Complete the required fields that are not pre-populated and select Save and Continue. After the application sections are completed, the Application Summary Review screen displays. Confirm the information is accurate. If there is an update required for that section later, you can also select the Edit icon. Carefully review the Application Summary screen to ensure all information has been entered correctly on the application. Next, select the Home button to return to the WIOA application homepage in CWIOA 2.0. While the information provided on this screen varies by program, the Application Summary screen can display case information, personal information, demographic information, general information, location address and mailing address information, contact and communication needs information, education information, barriers information, employment information, low-income information, and veteran information. It is good practice to review this information before verifying it on the Verification, Certification, and Eligibility Determination screen. Select Previous screen to go back to the section and correct information. Select Home to continue the application. The WIOA application displays with the preliminary eligibility determination what the eligibility determination will be upon successful verification. Scroll to the Verification, Certification, and Eligibility Determination section and select Start. Verify and certify WIOA Title I program eligibility. If needed, any section of the WIOA Title I application can be edited by clicking on the corresponding Edit button. In addition, the WIOA application homepage will provide the sections that is missing a response to a required field for that section. The Verification and Certification screen will launch when the system requires verification. The Verification and Certification screen provides staff the opportunity to verify WIOA Title I eligibility, which includes general eligibility and the eligibility criteria that is dependent upon the Title I programs selected on the first page of the application. The Preliminary Eligibility Determination section provides the preliminary eligibility before final eligibility is determined. A standard verification source must be selected for each eligibility item. If Other is selected as the verification source, then a corresponding description must be entered in the Other Verification Source field. Staff must upload all verification sources as a PDF file. These document uploads can be deleted if changes are necessary. Scroll to the Verification sections for General Eligibility and Adult Priority of Service and complete the verification steps. First, select the appropriate standard verification source from the appropriate drop-down list. In this example, Social Security Card, Notice of SSN Assignment is selected. After selecting the document that will be used for proof of eligibility, select the Upload icon. To confirm the documents are uploads, on the Verification and Certification screen, once the document uploads are completed, select the Confirm Documents button. After clicking on the Confirm Documents button, a document confirmation pop-up displays. Confirm uploaded documents. Select the confirmed checkboxes for each document, and then select Save. Please note, changes or deletions cannot be made to document uploads that have been confirmed on the document confirmation window shown below. Both the applicant and PA CareerLink staff certifier must electronically sign and date the application in CWDS 2.0. Scroll to Applicant Signature and Add by selecting Add Signature and signing in the pop-up box electronically and then selecting Add. Please note that a staff person can never sign for the applicant. When prompted, the system will provide signature boxes as displayed on this slide. On the verification screen, use Save as Draft at the bottom of the screen when the verification is in progress, but applicant signatures cannot yet be captured. This action will not move the application to final eligibility, but will save all data entry and document uploading. The Final Eligibility Determination section will provide the final eligibility determination for each program after eligibility has been verified and saved. The registration date is determined by the most recent signature date of the applicant or PA CareerLink certifier. In most cases, these signature dates will be the same date, but that is not required. Next, the completed application summary screen displays the case status and days as eligible 0. At the bottom of the screen, select Home. The WIOA application screen displays, and the case status and days also shows as eligible 0. The participant may now start receiving services. In this example, they would be eligible for the WIOA Adult 18 Older program services. From the left navigation menu, select Participant, and on that drop-down list, select Summary. On the Service Authorizations tile, the system displays WIOA registration with the service code of WCS00, indicating a non-value-added service, and indicates status as authorized. Because it is a non-value-added service, the system will not trigger Title I participation. Go to the Participant Service Record by selecting the Service Authorizations View All link. Finally, on the participant service record, view that the new program has been added. All staff administering WIOA Title I Adult, Dislocated Worker, and Youth programs are required to use the CWDS Guidance for WIOA Title I Programs Guide located in the CWDS Help Center as the primary reference for program eligibility determination, enrollment, service entry, and data management in the Commonwealth Workforce Development System, CWDS. This guide provides official, program-specific instructions issued for Pennsylvania's WIOA Title I programs and outlines the standardized procedures and data entry requirements that must be followed to ensure consistency, compliance, and data integrity across all local workforce development areas. Staff are expected to consult this guidance when entering participant information, recording services and outcomes, documenting eligibility, and addressing system or policy-related questions within CWDS. In addition to the WIOA 11.3 CWDS Program Application Guides available to all CWDS users under the CWDS Help tab, all users have access to the CWDS Data Entry Desk Aid located in the Help Center under Documents, How-Tos, and then CWDS Guidance for WIOA Title IB programs. All elements of workforce service delivery and oversight can be found under the CWDS Help tab. Additional tutorials are available at youtube.com/SCPa Works. Use of the CWDS guidance for WIOA Title I programs supports accurate and compliant data entry aligned with federal and state WIOA requirements, consistent interpretation of policy and system functionality across providers and staff users, proper documentation for monitoring, audits, and performance reporting, and effective use of CWDS Help Center resources, including related job aids, FAQs, and system updates. Failure to follow the guidance contained in the CWDS Help Center may result in data errors, findings during monitoring, or non-compliance with WIOA program requirements. Staff should regularly review the guide to stay informed of updates, clarifications, and system changes, and are encouraged to use the CWDS Help Desk for additional technical assistance when questions cannot be resolved through the Help Center materials. On behalf of the South Central Pennsylvania Local Workforce Development Board, thank you for completing this training session.